Let's go.
DeOrganized media keeps the mind share growing in the morning with peace and GP. Keep you knowing the alpha keeps flowing. The hunters tools they be showing. The AI Gale keeps them in clips that be glowing. Consistent on the daily, they bring Bitcoin news. Ethereum, Solana, and stacks and other L2s. Showcasing new projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlighting guests and filling up your bags. The flag doesn't matter as long as you grab. Take the gold mic and let us know where you stack. From the underworld, the game master arrives, bringing the games that satisfy the hive. Hunters come running, it keeps them alive. Scouring the planet for the treasures inside. Stacks improvement takes a sip, innovating the chain. Letting the community know is the name of the game. Spreading awareness and helping explain why Stacks is where it's at. We are pumping the name. Is making maxes look back. DeOrganized media keeps the mind share growing in the morning with peace and GP. Keep you knowing the alpha keeps flowing.
Good morning, my friends. It is your old pal Peace Love Music with another getting the day going with the daily DeOrganized live stream, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our amazing friends at Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Wednesday, hump day. Get over the hump. Today's contest is officially open. Entries are open. The post is pinned. The question is on there. And today, all you have to do is let us know, what impact do you think today's Fed meeting and Powell's comments will have on Bitcoin and crypto? You let us know. You're entered to win. There's a couple days left. Don't forget, Friday's entries are your last chance for double entries. So make sure you enter early on Friday. We will be back with the news at 8:30. Whatever morning space starts at 8 a.m. Get your vibes right with Binta and the crew. We do have Find2Earn Games at 9:30 a.m. today with Zenitron and the Game Master, and lots going on in the ecosystem throughout the day. We will see you later. I forgot that. What did I do? Here we go. Forgot to loop the track. I'm slow today, guys. I'm slow. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. It's already 7:45. My goodness. Gotta get out of here. I'll leave you guys with something to watch. Stay tuned. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlighting guests and filling up your bags. The flag doesn't matter as long as you grab. Take the gold mic and let us know where you stack. From the underworld, the game master arrives, bringing the games that satisfy the hive. Hunters come running, it keeps them alive. Scouring the planet for the treasures inside. Stacks improvement takes a sip, innovating the chain. Letting the community know is the name of the game. Spreading awareness and helping explain why Stacks is where it's at. We are pumping the name. Making maxes look back. DeOrganized media keeps the mind share growing in the morning with peace and GP. Keep you knowing the in clips that be glowing. Consistent on the daily, they bring Bitcoin news. Ethereum, Solana, and stacks another L2. Showcasing new projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlighting guests and filling up your bag. The flag doesn't matter as long as you grab. Take the gold mic and let us know where you stack. From the underworld, the game master arrives, bringing the game to satisfy the hive. Hunters come running, it keeps them alive. Scouring the planet for the treasures inside. Improvement takes a sip, innovate in the chain.
it's at. We are pumping the name. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are flat. The leading L2 is making maxes look bad. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are flat. The leading L2 is making maxes look bad. And Hunters tools, they be showing the AI guild keeps them in clips that be glowing. Consistent on the daily, they bring Bitcoin news. Ethereum, Solana, and Stacks, another L2. Showcasing new projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlighting guests and filling up your bag. The flag doesn't matter as long as you grab. Take the gold mic and let us know where you stack. From the underworld, the game has arrived. Bringing the game to satisfy the hype. Hunters come running, it keeps them alive. Scouring the planet for the treasures inside. Stacks improvement takes a sip, innovate in the chain. Letting the community know is the name of the game. Spreading awareness and helping explain why Stacks is where it's at. We are pumping the name. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are flat. The leading L2 is making maxes look bad. Stacks is where it's at. Fast transactions are flat. The leading L2 is making maxes look bad.
Every post is a signal. Give it fuel. BoostEggs, the social value layer.
DeOrganized media keeps the mind share growing in the morning with peace and GP. Keep you knowing the alpha keeps flowing. The Hunters tools they be showing. The AI guild keeps them in clips that be glowing. Consistent on the daily, they bring Bitcoin news. Ethereum, Solana, and Stacks, and other L2s. Showcasing new projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlighting guests and filling up your bags. The flag doesn't matter as long as you grab. Take the gold mic and let us know where you stack. Up from the underworld, the game master arrives, bringing the games that satisfy the hive. Hunters come running, it keeps them alive. Scouring the planet for the treasures inside. Stacks improvement takes a sip, innovating the chain. Letting the community know is the name of the game. Spreading awareness and helping explain why Stacks is where it's at. We are pumping the name. Fast transactions are fat. Where it's at? The leading DeOrganized media keeps the mind share. Growing in the morning with peace and GP. Keep you knowing the alpha keeps flowing. The hunters tools they be showing. The AI Gale keeps them in clips that be glowing. Consistent on the daily, they bring Bitcoin news. Ethereum, Solana, and stacks and other L2s. Showcasing new projects and giving you clues. Just do your own research and don't give us abuse. When the people are informed, peace brings on the chat. Spotlight and guests
Check.
filling up your
That's weird.
bags. The flag doesn't matter.
Maybe I had a slow power outage. My phantom power was off. Good check. Good check. Thank God we have an amazing production team here. Can you hear me now, GP? I think you can. Check. Is it all right? Is it coming in loud and clear? All right. My apologies, my friends. I might have actually had no sound earlier when I launched the stream. Just how it is. Some days are better than others. Actually, we got so much snow over the weekend and into yesterday that we had no school yesterday, and the kids actually have a 2-hour delay. So the puppy's going crazy because the kids are still home, and he wants to get out of his crate, and it's like he doesn't understand what time it is, I think. He's confused, and all sorts of chaos going on. But we are here. We are back, having a nice, slower... and some of that background noise might be the kids getting ready to go to school, like filling up the ice in their water bottles loudly. So we are here. We got some news. We got some information, some education, some entertainment, but never financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. That being said, we're going to take a look at the numbers today, and I've been a little bit out of the picture from some of this. I know generally where we are, but 87,885, it's really important that we actually hold this line, to be honest with you. We definitely don't want to drop too much from here, or there could be some more downside into the 70s, I would imagine, if we don't hold them to this upper 80K range. Ethereum holding okay at 2,900. That's not actually the end of the world there. Lots going on in the world too that's affecting all of this stuff. Take a look at Stacks. I think Stacks is right around 29 cents, 29.43, which is where I said it was going to correct to if we didn't take and hold 40 cents. So it looks like that was accurate. And what are our top three gainers? We've got Hyperliquid, Pump Fun, and Zcash. So Hyperliquid up 23%. That's a big run for Hype. Big move there. Big move for Pump Fun. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Zcash making a little bit of a run back up. Interesting. Yeah, there is some green. So maybe some of the projects are decoupling, or the manipulators are finding different things to play with right now. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's actually take a look at Tenero. Tenero is the place to go if you're looking to do research on stacks and other Bitcoin-oriented tokens. Oh, we got Spark. We got Citria on here now. I think there's also more to come too. So Citria is now open. OpNet and Runes are on deck. We got Stacks, you got Sports.Fun, you got Spark and Citria tokens. All of these are Bitcoin token platforms. Stacks is obviously our preferred one in our ecosystem, but great stuff on Tenero, expanding out into the broader Bitcoin space and providing this information. I love what you guys are doing there. The tools are great. And what that one is, not familiar. Let's see. What do we got here? Leo's up 22%. That's a huge run. That's a huge run up. The Pepe, Welsh, Nasty taking a little bit of a dip. Also Wrap Nothing. Otherwise, mostly flat. Most of these other ones, that's interesting. Dog taking a 4% dip. That might be an opportunity if you're accumulating dog token on Stacks. The first or leading, I don't know if dog was actually the number one or not. It was a day one rune. It might have been the first one or one of the first ones, and it was allotted to people. So it is probably the best rune to hold, in my opinion. Maybe USDH, who knows? But that's what it's looking like over at Tenero. Let's take a look at the news this morning. Good. Bitcoin trendline mimics 2022 amid insane BTC versus silver breakdown. Actually, just this is what they're talking about crosshair. It is important that we hold this line, guys. We definitely don't want to, like, this is as low as it could go, but we don't want to see closes down really below where we are. We want to trend that way, not this way. We need to get back up. We don't want to be below this line. It's not good to be there, because then we're probably going back to test this line here into the 70K range down this area. We have a whole news story about that, so why don't I do my job? Bitcoin is drawing attention today after crossing a long-term trend line that previously marked a major divergence from silver in 2022. Back then, BTC entered a powerful expansion phase while precious metals lagged. While no signal guarantees a repeat, analysts note the growing narrative shift. Bitcoin is increasingly behaving less like digital gold and more like a standalone macro asset, with silver and traditional hedges underperforming relative to BC over multi-year horizons. Traders are closely watching whether this technical move signals renewed long-term momentum or simply consolidation before the next macro catalyst. It's likely just the market finding its footing to move higher. That's what I'm expecting. But if we do drop significantly below the current level, there might be some more downside in that corrective process. That's what that's where my thesis wouldn't be ruined. It would just be delayed. Polymarket's Volmex contracts open a new path to trading Bitcoin and Ether volatility. Let me check something here. I feel like I'm a little too small. Maybe that's a personal issue. I don't know, personal insecurity, but I do feel a little bit too small. Hopefully you guys can see my awesome stacks. Hold on, let me get my paperwork out of the way here. I don't think you can see it. That's all right. I just wanted to make sure I was lined up properly. Polymarket is making it easier for traders to express views on crypto volatility rather than price direction by launching new Volmex-based contracts tied to Bitcoin and Ethereum. These instruments allow participants to trade volatility directly, a tool traditionally reserved for sophisticated derivatives markets. The move reflects a broader maturation of crypto market infrastructure as traders gain access to more nuanced risk management and speculation strategies. Volatility-focused products could also attract institutional and professional participants looking for exposure without directional price bets. It's interesting. It's really more for traders. It does give normies an opportunity for more exposure, and that's good for Bitcoin. It's good for crypto, but it's really not the adoption we're looking for. We want people to be engaging actually with crypto, not just speculating on the price through third-party Web2 apps. But it is better than nothing. Valor secures UK FCA approval, launches staking ETPs on London Stock Exchange. This is an interesting one. Valor has secured approval from the UK Financial Conduct Authority to launch staking-enabled crypto exchange trade products on the London Stock Exchange. This marks a significant milestone for regulated crypto yields products in Europe, allowing investors to earn staking rewards through familiar investment vehicles. The development highlights how regulatory clarity can accelerate institutional adoption and contrasts with the slower rollout of similar products in the US. It also signals growing comfort among regulators with staking as a legitimate investable activity. It is interesting for sure. And let's see, we got Senator Marshall to shelve card fees provision in crypto bill markup, according to reports. A Senate proposal aimed at cutting credit card interchange fees has advanced through markup and notably includes provisions related to cryptocurrency. While the bill focuses on increasing competition in payments, crypto's inclusion reflects its rising relevance in discussions about financial infrastructure reform. Lawmakers are increasingly viewing crypto not as a fringe asset class, but as a part of the broader payments ecosystem, one that could challenge existing fee structures and settlement systems. It's always good for the consumer and really for all parties involved, for the producers and the businesses as well, when the cost of doing business is lower. That leaves more room for profit and or more room for value for the consumer. It's always better that way. So sorry, Visa, MasterCard. Your time has come. There are new ways, and they're cheaper than what you're doing. You're going to have to adjust your prices down if you want to remain relevant. And that's just the truth of it. Stablecoins are a real threat to bank deposits, says Standard Chartered. They are. Standard Chartered is warning that stablecoins pose a real and growing threat to traditional bank deposits. Yes, as stablecoins offer instant settlement, global access, and increasingly competitive yield opportunities, aka better for the consumer, banks are recognizing them as direct competitors rather than experimental crypto tools. Though that's apt. They are direct competitors, and the time for centralized banking is waning already. This acknowledgement signals a shift in how legacy finance views stablecoins, from speculative risk to systemic challenge. The tension between banks and stablecoin issuers is likely to shape future regulation and financial policy debates. Yes, that is true. And to be honest with you, I don't care. I want that. This is what we all want. Stablecoins, that is the promise of stablecoins, is that you're actually going to be able to save and be your own bank and loan out your own money and keep more of the interest that is in yield that's generated on people borrowing your money. You're not going to need central banks for that. And if there is demand in the market, those things will still be available to you, but you no longer have to use them. They no longer have a monopoly on these financial services, and they shouldn't. We don't need these things for a lot of what's going on, and so that'll decrease the fees. They can put their resources to providing other value-add services that are in demand, and that's how markets work. This is a good thing, and nobody needs to feel bad for the banks, and nobody needs to be concerned that this is a systemic problem that could cause financial disruption. The money's still there. It's just that people have the ability to be more responsible and get the benefit from that, rather than having to defer to banks who want to pay nothing for interest on the cash that they hold for you and loan out and earn yield on it while you're saving. So this is a good thing. Let's really quick, I just want to remind everybody that BitFlow is the top DEX on Stacks. They let you trade USDC, SBTC, BTC, Stacks, STX, SIP10 tokens, runes, and more, all in one place, and they aggregate the best prices across the Stacks ecosystem, across the Bitcoin token ecosystem, so that you get the best swap rates from all over the place. Just one stop, bitflow.finance. That's where to get started if you're looking to trade and or earn yield on Bitcoin and or other tokens throughout the Stacks ecosystem on Bitcoin. Bitflow.finance. That is the news for the day. Let me bring on the homies. bring on the homie. Looks like he's here. I don't know if he can hear. There he is.
Good morning, Peace. How are we doing today?
Good morning, man. I'm doing well. Thank you for covering for me yesterday. I definitely needed it. I wouldn't have been able to I would have gotten through. You know how I do, but it wouldn't have been as solid as it is with you guys taking the reins on it. So thanks for picking it up and doing an excellent job with it.
Of course, dude. How much snow is it where you're at? I was listening.
It might officially be a little bit under 2 feet, but we got a couple of feet of snow. It's a lot. It was a lot, and it was a lot to move and a lot to manage, and plus
it's bad whenever the mayor of New York is on TV talking about the correct way to shovel snow. He said that there's been a lot of injuries from people shoveling snow the wrong way. There's a right way and a wrong way to shovel snow.
But you can really wreck your back. It's kind of like, how when you lift, you should lift with your knees and not your back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of the same with snowing. You should, if your lower back starts hurting, but your glutes and your hammies aren't, you're doing it wrong.
You're throwing out the back. Yeah, dude. I was just listening in, and I was like, dude, that's serious. Whenever the mayor has to come on the TV and make a statement, everybody's out there trying to shovel the snow all in one go, and stay warm, man. It has been a really, really big cold flash across the country. Luckily enough, where I'm at, we didn't get any of the severe inclement weather that we were expecting. No ice, no anything like that. No fun snow, none of that stuff. It was just very cold and wet and rainy.
It's 10 degrees right now.
10 degrees is crazy.
It's 10 degrees right now, and that's been about the temperature for the last, since it was like lower under 10 degrees on Saturday. And then mostly like around that range Sunday. And then the weirdest thing is Sunday night into Monday, when it was snowing, it got warmer. So it went from like the 10 teens to like almost 30 degrees, which thank God it was actually super, super cold, because the snow on Sunday was not as heavy. It was super light and fluffy snow, so it was a lot easier to move. Yesterday, by the time it got a little bit warmer and they got cold again, it was a lot denser and heavier to move. So it was a little bit more work yesterday to clear up the rest. But I had to get I shoveled every 6 inches or so. That's my limit. It's like 6 inches. I gotta get rid of that.
And you gotta have the electric gloves, right? You gotta have like 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of pants. Like you gotta double down on the jackets.
I only had 1 pair of socks on. I did wear my boots, my work boots, which are insulated and they're pretty good. They keep me warm. Just 1 pair of jeans. But then I had like a t-shirt and then a thermal shirt and then a hoodie and then another hoodie and then another jacket, and gloves, a scarf wrapped around and tucked into one of the hoodies. So I was, and my, I think my Stacks hat's in the other room. I'm actually getting use out of my Stacks cap, my Wolf Stacks cap there, because
proof of work. Let's go.
Yeah, keeping me warm and letting my neighbors know.
Solid, very solid, dude. I have to give a big shout out to Jeremiah and the Nakamoto One team. They hooked me up. You're gonna be getting some Nakamoto merch to rock. I got a hat.
Hey, I have to go get some. I've been given a coupon code, I think, to go get some. I just haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but I will also be rocking some Nakamoto One merch. Long time OG supporter of what we do here, constantly supporting with. They support Find2Earn. Huge shout out to our Find2Earn sponsors. There's a bunch of great ones, and I understand that in this atmosphere, it's tough to sponsor with meme tokens too. So huge shout out. I love Jeremiah. I think he's a great community guy. And then huge shout out to Joe Vez.
Yeah, dude. I went to the store yesterday and used the coupon, and checked out and connected my wallet. Was able to pay a little bit of SDX for like shipping and handling, and I thought that was pretty cool. You know that we have that in our ecosystem, and there's some good stuff to choose from. Good morning, three. How are we doing, brother?
Morning, G's. I'm doing fine, Brody. It's hot this side, bro. It's hot. You can see I'm all sweating right now. Hope you're good, GP. Hope you're good, peace. Hope you had a wonderful Monday yesterday and you're having a blessed Tuesday.
Yes, sir. This is the way. This is the way. It was a good day yesterday. Got organized for the rest of the week and handling the business. So yesterday we were talking a little bit of content creation, playing around with 11 Labs. Have you still been cooking with 11 Labs?
Yeah, cooking with 11 labs, bro. I just paid my sub today. Hopefully, I'm gonna play around with it.
Solid stuff. I was taking a look yesterday and looking into some of the dubbing and subbing that they have that we were checking out while we were live.
Hey, I don't know I know 11 Labs. I know the name partly because I've heard Hana talking about it, but I had heard about it before, but I don't know anything else about it. So why don't you give me the catch me up? Catch me up. I don't know what sub and dub means.
So like you can take these videos and plug them into 11 Labs Studio. Like say for instance, this live stream after it's done and recorded, you can go to 11 Labs, plug it in, and then it'll automatically. You ever seen those movies where like their mouth is moving like this, but it's speaking a different language? That's subbing, right? No, that's dubbing, and then subbing is just putting subtitles over it. So it's very easy to go through.
Oh,
and it automatically
take our video and put it into like Shona language to distribute across the. Let's go.
Exactly. And also Chinese, Japanese. Everything,
Spanish.
bro.
Yeah, dude.
So we are going global.
I like it. Very interesting.
Yeah, it looked like,
and also there's.
It looked like it did a very good job at dubbing over the videos that they were showcasing.
Yeah, and also the feature where you can make sound effects. Any sound effects. Maybe you want to score a movie. You can just type in whichever sound that you want, a horse, car moving, gunshot, even in gaming assets. You can do that.
Yeah, dude. That's one of the things that I definitely want to explore. Utilizing it is making some of these immersive game sounds for Cryptonauts. So definitely gonna have to show Dude this and get in a call with Crypto Dude and see about doing some sound engineering via 11 Labs.
Yeah, it's a really good platform, but their music AI model, it's still there, it's still learning, not compared to Suno. Guys, this side there is a virus of gospel songs by AI that are trending in charts, and people don't even know that it's AI. So, woo, it's crazy. AI music is infiltrating.
It's well because it's. I mean, we know because we've been playing around with it for a while. It makes good music. It makes good music. I know people want to say it's AI, so it's trash, but that's silly because it's not. That's not actually the case. Just because it's AI doesn't mean the music's bad. And it's we're coming up with good music. Like it's the same as it's at least as good as what you're getting from corporate produced music. Because it's, they're looking for the hook and they're looking for the beat and they're looking for marketability. And so that's what the AI is generally going to key on,
Yeah, I feel like, people are missing the point. So most of these AI songs and all the stuff, it could very well be, artists that are trying to regain their power back from these other traditional mediums and incentives, or not incentives, but these different rails that you used to be able to or have to use to get your music out there. So I feel like it's more about empowering the artist and seeing how they can utilize the new tools.
You're right. And there's this kind of weird. So when I grew up in the 80s and 90s, when electronic music became much more prominent, and samples where you would take somebody else's music and use it to make more music was kind of looked on. A lot of people looked on that with disdain. It wasn't real music. It wasn't really art because you weren't actually playing in a traditional way. But I disagree with that, because obviously you're still applying it to creating an expression and an art, and it's Taco Tuesday. We must remember it's Taco
Tuesday.
We definitely want some tacos today, Mrs. Peace. Love music. If you're paying attention, I don't know what her plan is for today. She always has a plan. So it's either tacos or it's not. But I hope it's tacos.
How's the snow situation that side?
The snow situation was a lot of snow, man. Like a lot, like 2 feet of snow.
I think what you need to buy is a flamethrower.
My wife wants one, but not for the snow.
Yeah, dude, you can get one that says the Boring Company on the side by Elon and get an Elon flamethrower.
Yeah.
If I were in the market, that's probably the one I would try to get. But I don't think we can keep one. So Mrs. Peace Love, she says it kind of jokingly, but she routinely wants to just burn the house down. She's like, let's just burn it down. We had a mice problem for a while. We'll just burn it down. We had anything
Burn
goes
down,
wrong,
start new.
burn the house. Let's just burn it down. So then when talk of a flamethrower actually comes up, which does happen in our house because she wants to burn the house down, it's scary. I'm like, but honey, I don't where are we going? We need a place to live. And she's like, well, figure it out. But
We'll figure it out. We'll start with lighting it on fire.
I did, I don't know how it all works out and how it's designed. But the world does kind of just serve up to you the things you need. And one thing I've been needing more that I haven't been making time for because I don't have extra time is exercise. I need to get more exercise. I need to get more activity. And I'll tell you what, I got a lot of exercise the last couple of days shoveling that snow. So, the world gives you, the universe gives you what you need when you need it. And, we'll get our flamethrower when it's time to burn the house down.
Yeah, dude. Time to lock in.
When she gets that flamethrower, make sure you at the right side. If you go at the wrong side, bro, we're gonna have a toasted.
I definitely want to be good job, honey. Not that's okay, honey. You don't want to be that's okay, honey, when there's a flamethrower around.
Oh, that's okay,
you get
honey.
Toasted, bro.
Yeah, you don't want to be that's okay. I want my name to be good job, honey. I do not want to be that's okay, honey.
Yeah. That's okay, honey versus good job, honey. They're very, very it's black and white.
Broad. It doesn't. You can't. It's not always indicated in the tone, but you got to pay attention to the words. The word choice is important.
So you need to hear the beginning of the sentence and the end of the sentence too.
Oh, that's another part. That's why I'm only that's okay, honey, because the last 3 words. That's okay, honey. Got it.
And you never figure those people out. They will say that I'm okay, honey, but deep inside that they are not okay.
If they're telling you they're okay, don't hide the flamethrower. Make sure you hide that.
Don't hide
Do hide it. Do hide it. I was gonna say, don't let them get their hands on the flamethrower. Just hide it. Just hide it.
I'll take it away, guys. Take it away. They'll put it away.
They're
How
not
do you
safe.
start the flamethrower? How do you start it? You started using a matches or
I
a
don't.
matchstick?
I would imagine that there's an ignition button. I don't know. I've never actually played with one.
So you just remove the fuel, and hide
Yeah,
it.
disconnect the
Or
battery.
jam it.
That'll stop them.
Jam it.
Most of them won't be able to figure that out. GP's
Yeah.
like, don't laugh. That's gonna get us in trouble. Peace. Warning. Warning.
Oh, warning sign.
It's like, oh, this thing won't work. I don't know
So
why. Can't figure it out.
the dilemma of do we get snow off the sidewalk or do we allow Peace to have a flamethrower? Right, this is, I think that we're better off giving him one is where I'm at. The odds are in his favor, so let's go. I did see some stuff on the TL to this morning though, like a few different things. Speaking of like commodities like silver and gold kind of having a big old run and now getting a solid correction. Let me share my screen. I wanted to talk about this with you guys. See what y'all think.
Oh,
So of course, Bitcoin has outperformed gold every 4-year holding period in history. So patience is, from the looks of it, Bitcoin always catches back up to these commodities whenever they have a run. This was another thing too. So Tether launched USAT, a federally regulated dollar-backed stablecoin. So new stables available from Tether, and here the thick one. All right, so this one from Coin Bureau. Gold and silver just wiped out Bitcoin's entire market cap. We just witnessed one of the largest reversals in commodity history. In less than 4 hours, gold and silver erased 1.7 trillion in market value. That's the entire market cap of Bitcoin. Let that sink in. Silver led the carnage, crashing 14%, one of the biggest intraday reversals ever. Both metals lost 3 full days of gains in mere hours. History says moves like this are never the end of the story. This is a warning. So taking a look at these two charts here, we've got CFDs on. This is down almost 14%. And then we take a look at gold, also down a substantial amount on the daily. So do you think that Bitcoin and gold are decorrelated and that eventually they will get back to being closer in how the volatility hits them? Or do you think that they're decoupling and Bitcoin is more of a standalone asset nowadays?
Well, I think that a lot of things are kind of decoupling, but we're also having some serious macroeconomic uncertainty. So that's why you're seeing the flight to gold and silver. And Bitcoin's already had a huge run up from where it was a couple of years ago. So that's why it's more attractive to the people that are seeking flight right now to safer, secure assets, because Bitcoin's already had the run up. Now silver and gold have had their run up. What is silver spot price today? Are they both actually tailing off now? I haven't looked today. Oh, silver's back up to
both. Are they?
They were tapering off. Silver had got up to like 116 yesterday and then tapered back down to like 104, 103. Now it's back up to like 112, 111. I'm assuming gold has kind of done something similar. They're probably going to continue going up in the short term, but I don't think they'll be as sharply up as they have been in the last like week or so. I would expect they move for different reasons. So they're not all going to move together. They're not all going to stay coupled, but I do think that eventually you'll see them correct back towards a long term. I think you're going to see Bitcoin take out gold, like keep taking out gold and silver. And if you zoom out long term between the two, there are they're correlated, but Bitcoin's actually been killing gold and silver over the last decade. So it's not it's
This is gold and
I think
silver's
you're
moment to
you should hold all. You should actually accumulate all of them if you can. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Silver and gold don't have to be bad investments for Bitcoin to be a good investment.
This is a good way to diversify.
Yes.
So it looks like they were, whenever they made that post, wiping out Bitcoin's market cap in just a few hours is crazy. I guess they were talking about this one candle here, right, within the last few hours or so, but it was talking mostly about this move here, and then silver did get a rebound back up, and now just kind of chopping sideways, consolidating in a range. Is this the low? I guess we'll find out. And I think gold is doing the same thing. If we take a look at here, let me just type in gold and see if I can't find a gold price. So spot gold price doing the same thing here. It looks like it had a bit of a pullback here, and now rebounding just like silver. So just kind of chopping sideways in a range too. It looks like we came down and closed a fair value gap of sorts here with that move down for gold. So I don't know, man. So maybe, do you think it's more likely that Bitcoin pumps up to kind of meet gold and silver where their prices are, or do you think it's more likely that gold and silver have to correct back down and Bitcoin goes sideways?
I don't like to speculate, right? But I do think that there's a good chance with the passage of the Clarity Act, signing of all of that, and there's a lot of people saying that there is like potentially trillions getting ready to pour into, definitely billions getting ready to pour into Bitcoin based on regulatory clarity that's coming from this legislation. There's already a ton of adoption on Bitcoin. So I don't think Bitcoin's move or Bitcoin's price is relative to what silver and gold are doing at all. Like, I don't think that it's related. Silver and gold are moving for the reasons that we would expect them to move because of the uncertainty in global markets, the lack of clear direction certain things are going, the macro situation being hot and heavy between the US and NATO, and what's going on between Europe and China, what's still going on in hotbed situations across the world.